Speaking of a very unique market, the Sacramento Kings. Did you see that fan go off? Go off
Bro,
on
I was
Zach
happy that
Lavine?
fan went off. Bro, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke, man. The
But he's
Sacramento
right
Kings.
though. He's right, and he doesn't have to worry because in the future, the way the owners set up the NBA now, the class of like Zach Lavine, Andrew Wiggins that got the guaranteed max deal when he was in Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns, these type of guys in this new NBA going forward, they can't get a max deal like that. They don't. That convenient super max is done, and that fan, he was not gonna have to worry about seeing a Zach Lavine type make all that money and just have that lackluster energy. But he went off, and this is what Zach Lavine is probably not ready for. Because remember, I always told you in the East Coast, the fan base, they take offense to when guys don't fucking put out energy and effort. And unfortunately for Zach Lavine, this fan is from New York. Yo, he's from New York. I had a feeling. I was like, this dude sounds like he's from New York. He went off on him. Let's just check it out real quick. This shit is crazy.
What's up, guys? Apparently, I'm viral for getting kicked out of the game last night. Before I even start this video, a lot of people in my DMs, they want to interview me, want to know what happened, what's going on, and all that stuff. And then there's people like, yo, I love what you did. I want to support your site, but nothing's on your site. Now, let's get to the game. And before I even get to that, let me apologize to my wife first and foremost, because she was with me, and so she had to get kicked out with me, and that's embarrassing for her, and I apologize to her. I also apologize to the security that mind my section. Glenn, Ken, I'm sorry that you guys, had to restrain me. I apologize. And then to the brother, I forget your name, with the bald head who walked me out there, I apologize to you too. I was livid, and you didn't deserve, to have to push me out of the game. I should have just left. But basically what happened is, after not one, not two, not three, not four, but after the sixth time, Zach Lavine leaves his man wide open for a three. Doug Christie calls a timeout. They come over to the bench. I say, yo, we don't pay to watch you not play defense. And Zach Lavine looks at me and says, then go home, nigga. I see people saying he called me a bitch. He did not call me a bitch. He said, because if he did, it would have been way worse than what y'all saw. But he didn't do that. So I'm not going to put that on him, right? But he said, then go home, nigga. Take your ass home, nigga. So I started letting him have it. I was like, no, I pay to be here. You go home. You getting paid over $40 million. You only got 8 points, and we in the fourth quarter. You didn't show up. Once again, you didn't show up. All these fans in Sacramento, they deserve better than that. This is one of the dopest and best fan bases. I'm not even from Sacramento. I'm from Brooklyn. I moved out here when I was in the military. I got out, created my business, became super successful, and I had signed Montrezl Harrell. We were making his sneakers. I went to one Kings game. The arena, the staff, everybody was so dope. They hit me up and said, you want to be a season ticket holder? And I said, yup. And I got to watch Fox. I got to make it to the playoffs. I got to watch Coach Brown. All of that stuff from Doug coming up from Sacramento legend and being a coach. All of that stuff. I come to every game. I drive an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. So that's 3 hours of my day that I come to watch you guys play. I cheer as loud as possible. I cheer till my voice is hoarse for this team. So to have a player that we say, we don't come here to watch you not play defense, get a fucking attitude and tell a fan, then go home, nigga. No, you go home and find your fucking game. How?
Yo, that's that New York coming out of him right there. You go home and find your game. Facts, man. I feel him on that. That's years of watching bullshit ass Knicks games, man. I'm telling you, it does that to you. But I'm gonna let him finish.
How about that? Go home and find a game that you left there, because you're not bringing it to the arena. And that's all this is about. The last game before that, we watched y'all fight back and win in overtime against the Timberwolves. To come back to this game and see you put no effort. That's all the fans want is effort. Sacramento Kings have some of the best fans. They have the best, some of the best, if not the best, people that work in that arena. From the security at the metal detectors when we come in courtside parking, all of those ladies and gentlemen are super sweetheart. And that's why I come to the game. Because I know we losing games, but it's the people that you get to be around. Right? Me and my wife connect with a lot of the employees there. And even the other courtside season ticket holders. We link up, we go out, we talk business. You know what I'm saying? So that, for the people asking why I go to the games, why am I a Sacramento Kings fan? If we suck in all of this, it don't matter. It don't matter because what matters is the players that's on the court need to play like the fans deserve. That's it. I'm just a fan that want to see y'all actually try. And when we losing 41-16 in the fourth quarter, after coming back 2 nights before, whatever, and this is the effort we get now, that's all we want, guys. We just want to see y'all play with effort. We don't want y'all to be mad at us for telling y'all not playing defense. I played sports as a kid. That's what you want. You want to be held accountable. I don't know if this new era, this new, I'm older than all the players on the team, but where's the accountability? You should know you playing like trash.
What are your thoughts?
Bro, he's right, man. I mean, dude, when you look at the Sacramento Kings, yeah, it's a fucking shit show out there, man. You have, like, bro, on surface level, it's not a bad roster. You have, Sabonis, All-Star. You have Zach Lavine, an All-Star, basically, or, Colston All-Star. Russell Westbrook, Hall of Famer. And, bro, he's probably been the best player on this team. A fucking 35-year-old Westbrook is your best player, bro. It's a joke.
As the money keeps growing in the league, it's going to be in a weird position when you have players making $60-70 million a year and the effort is half-ass. And it's,
bro, players have to give a fuck. That's the problem. Players don't give a fuck. Bro, I turn on tonight, I'm bored. I'm like, fuck it. Since like I've been renovating my house, I have time. I watch, I put on the basketball game for the Lakers and Pelicans. Zion's wearing street clothes. Jordan Poole's wearing street clothes. Bryce McGowan, God bless him, bro, but he's on the starting lineup. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, man, if a person like Zion's not giving a fuck. I see John Morant wearing street clothes on the bench. I see Zach Lavine not giving a fuck. It's like, bro, what the fuck are we paying these? Like, what the fuck are these players getting paid for? It's a fuck.
Now, hold up. All those guys you mentioned, what do they have in common?
Bro, they're not living up to whatever hype they have.
No, but their salary has something in common, right? Their salaries,
yeah, they're expensive.
No, their salaries are not. I wouldn't say expensive. Not in today's NBA. Their salaries are between, I would say, 35 mil, 40, all the way up into 60 mil, right? Let's just say that's the range.
Yeah.
Today, if you notice, there's a lot of guys on the trade block, but teams are not really interested. Like we heard Ja Morant, teams that didn't really seem that interested because of his price point. Zach Lavine right now is out there. Sabonis, all these guys are making $40 million a year, like $40 million plus. The NBA right now, you don't think it's in a weird place where you have these players that came off of the old max contracts, but yet no one kind of wants them, and their current team that they're on doesn't necessarily want them either?
Bro, but why the fuck should they want them, man? If I'm a Pelicans fan, why the fuck would I want Zion? If I'm a Sacramento Kings fan, outside of Russell Westbrook, why the fuck would I want to have Zach Lavine, who's not giving me any fucking effort? DeMontis Sabonis, who's not giving any effort, who can rim protect. Bro, okay, the numbers are nice, but man, what the fuck are we doing being a play-in team?
Okay,
when you're
I'm gonna toss another one at you. What about LaMelo Ball? Wouldn't he be in the same boat?
100%, bro. If you're not out there playing and you're not putting in the 100% effort and you're not playing on both sides of the court and you have a nonchalant attitude, bro, honestly, what else can you say besides go fuck yourself? Your fan base, they're not, Mark Cuban rich. They're your average, your average working class man who comes with his kids and family to watch a basketball game, or a couple college kids. Bro, like, at least put on a decent amount of effort and, give them a good 2 hours of entertainment. That's the problem with a lot of players, bro. It seems like bro,
wait, hold on. Is it really a lot of players, or is it a certain player? A certain player,
bro. It's a lot of players, man. You could go down a lot.
I would say it's a certain player that's paid under the old max rules. Because remember, we spoke about this before. The end of the convenient max, right? It's the end of that. The end of guys like, like you could even say Brandon Ingram under the old rules, he would have got a $40 million plus deal. But now he only got 30, and look what he's doing in Toronto. He's underpaid.
I'm talking about a lot of players that I've seen come and go, bro, as fans. Not even these guys, bro. DeAndre Ayton, when he got paid crazy. Fucking, Bradley Beal. I feel like I could name tons of players that I can't name.
Oh yeah,
off the top
Bradley
of my
Beal's
head.
yeah, he fits into that category.
Bradley Beal.
But there's very few guys that make that kind of money, the $40 million range to 60, that are worth it. I would say OG Anunoby on the Knicks, he's kind of around that 40 mil range. He's worth it.
Yeah.
Julius Randle was looking for that money, but he didn't get it. I think Kevin
Yeah,
Durant. I think Kevin
plays
Durant.
with fucking
Hold
effort,
on, hold
man.
on. I think Kevin Durant's gonna get that kind of extension from the Rockets.
Bro, Randall, at least he plays with fucking effort, man. I would watch some of these guys. I'm like, man, where the fuck's the effort in actually trying to up your team, bro? Zach Lavine, I don't know, bro. It's bullshit, bro. He's full of shit for saying that kind of things to his fan base, bro. Like these guys, like, bro, you didn't do them a favor by playing, bro. They paid you to play. At least give them a decent game for, I don't know, 2-3 hours, bro. You're paid $40 million for it, bro.
And by the way, the Kings are 2-8 in their last 10 games. So
Yeah, exactly, bro. Zach Lavine, number one, you never been a fucking winning player. You had one season, that's it. One season where you made the playoffs.
I don't think
Minnesota,
he's ever even won a playoff game or series. I don't think
you never won a playoff series, bro. You've been in the playoffs one time. You didn't go for past the first round. You know, you've been a good player, very good player. Zach Lavine's he's an entertaining player too. But man, come on, like what is this arrogance? Like at that point, you're better off telling the whole arena to go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, there's quite a few. See, that was the problem with the NBA under the older rules in the old CBA that just passed. That was the issue I had with it. There were too many guys who averaged the most points on their team, and all of a sudden they automatically qualify for a supermax. Remember, in Minnesota, they gave Wiggins and Towns the supermax, but they didn't want to get Jimmy Butler shit. I didn't understand that.
Yeah. It's a fucking joke. Bro, at some point, I'm happy the NBA is moving on what is the product on the court instead of what we think you could be. Oh, if we paid him this much, his attitude changes. Okay, yeah, he's smiling for the first 2 days, but then later on, when you go back to your same old bullshit, you can't cry now. Like, what the fuck did we do? It's you know, it's stupid, bro. It's a stupid mentality, it's stupid thinking. Sacramento fucking lost that trade with De'Aaron Fox. No matter what, you traded a homegrown talent, and now you brought in Zach Lavine, who doesn't care clearly enough to win basketball games. The Sacramento Kings are shit. You know, they're not even a play-in team. They're not a team that can really tank because they have too much talent on the roster.
No, they have way too many of the same players. Zach Lavine.
Way too many of the same players, bro. But these players are gonna win you games. Yeah, DeRozan, Westbrook, Sabonis. Bro, you're telling me a 35-year-old player who people wanted to write off away from the league is the player that plays the hardest. Like, bro, come on. Like, by this logic, Russell Westbrook should be getting a max, and these guys should be getting crumbs that Russell Westbrook took. Russell Westbrook's the only one I see, man, that actually like gives a shit about Sacramento. And it's sad to say the least.
Yeah. Now, because we're talking about this kind of tier of players, do you think LaMelo Ball is actually playing himself out of a max contract?
Bro, 100%, bro. I think recently they played, I forgot what team they played recently, but they had to sit out LaMelo Ball because of foul trouble, and Colin Sexton won the game.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, man.
And it was against the Raptors. They had to sit out LaMelo Ball,
now,
I believe.
Now, there's two different things that's working against the LaMelo Ball, right? The league right now is so much talent coming in. Like, the rookie of the year is about to be on their team. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like he's shooting lights out. So you have B Miller. It's just the level of talent coming into the NBA. It can quickly phase out guys who normally would have got that, you know, first rookie scale extension, and they would think that they're good, but their time on the team is coming to an end a lot faster. Like honestly, yeah. I think Paulo is gonna have his day of judgment a lot faster than he thinks. I know he recently signed a 5-year extension on that rookie scale deal, but I think he's gonna get judged a lot faster than he thinks.
Well, bro, him and Franz Wagner are both gonna be judged.
They're gonna be judged a lot faster. But this is the new NBA now. Like, rookies have to show a lot quicker. Because remember, Luka, when he came in, him and Trae Young, they were only like 2-3 years in, and they were already kind of showing, hey, we can make the playoffs, we can win a round or two. You know what I'm saying? Like they were already kind of
But there was
making
no
noise.
flashes of their brilliance, man. That's one thing. Like I can't really put Lamelo Ball in that conversation because Lamelo hasn't shown me flashes of brilliance. Trey
None.
Young by year 3 made the Eastern Conference Finals. Luka Doncic was going head to head, shot for shot against Kawhi Leonard, a Hall of Fame player, against Paul George. Trey Young beat what? Trey Young went to the Madison Square Garden, and what? He put on a show that was legendary.
Facts.
You look at that. You look at him beating the Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, him going head to head with Milwaukee Bucks. He's shown that I'm a player who's willing to make the leaps and beyond. Bro, look at fucking Cade Cunningham, man. The Pistons were dog shit. Now the Pistons were in a winning, or I think they still are in a winning streak. So what we're looking at now, it's so what have you done for me lately? But also it puts pressure on some of these players. Like, we need some results. LaMelo Ball, you're looking at what, 7th season in the NBA now, or 5th or 6th season, 5th, 6th or 7th season, bro.
Yeah, it's his
And
fifth season.
what has he done to show for it, bro? Like a couple of play-in appearances.
Yeah,
Come on now.
he's in the same class as what's his name from Minnesota?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Yeah, he's in the same
And
class
he
as
had a
him.
better rookie season than him. But what has he done since?
You're right, but a lot of these guys, their day of judgment is gonna be a lot faster, and their delusion is gonna have to end a lot quicker. Because look, even Bradley Beal, he's still delusional. Recently, he told The Athletic that when you allow me to be that guy, I'll be that guy. But when you have coaches that want me to set screens and play in the dunker, you're not Bradley Beal. You're somebody else.
Bro,
Like, this is exactly what he said.
But when has Bradley Beal been that fucking guy?
Exactly.
When
Let me read out the Wizards record in Bradley Beal's 5 seasons in Washington. His last 5 seasons.
Okay, this is after Wall.
Yeah, this is his last 5 seasons. So yeah, let me read his last 5 seasons in Washington. He was 24 and 26. This is games that he played. 17 and 23, 32 and 28, 20 and 37, 32 and 50. So
yeah, man.
And he's injured a lot too, by the way.
Bradley Beal has been injured a lot, bro. He's full of shit, man. Come on, come, bro. You can't, bro. Sometimes I feel like these guys live in their own fucking bubble. Some of these players, bro. Like, there's no way you can say this with a straight face. What you're saying,
but you know what it is? It's the way the NBA was, and also the teams. They empowered these guys. Look at Bradley Beal in Washington. You never make the playoffs, but they reward you with a max contract. With a no trade clause. Let's not forget that he had the no trade clause.
Yeah.
So who the fuck would ever give that to Bradley Beal? But bro, now that era is over.
I think calling him a top 20 player during his Washington run is pretty generous, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, I could have swore he averaged like 30 points a game, and he'd even make the All-Star team.
Bro, the team wasn't even close to sniffing the playoffs, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a joke. Bradley Beal, bro. Who are you kidding? I can be that guy. Bro, if the Clippers want to tank, then yeah, bro. Be that fucking guy. I'm all for it, bro. But if they're trying to compete, then, bro, no. Stand in the corner, shoot some threes, bro. Play little defense. Look to play off of Kawhi, Harden, and, Derrick Jones Jr. You're like the 5th, 6th, 7th option on the team now.
But thank God that era of the NBA is over. It's
bro,
done.
It's over.
It's done. Like, there is no Bradley Beal supermax contract. And not in this league today. They would never max out a guy that can't even sniff the play-in.
Bro, you shouldn't max out, bro. Like, why are you getting rewarded for mediocrity? At the end of the day, you're getting like.
Matter of fact,
that's what
LaMelo Ball he's not even sniffing the play-in.
No, hell no, bro. And I think the Hornets, bro, they have a brighter future without him. To be honest with you, Con Knipple's he's a stud.
Yeah, but you know what? There's no market for him though at that salary. He's around the $40 million range, and this is another conundrum of the league right here. Who's gonna accept these guys at their salaries when they say, "Oh, we're gonna trade Zach Lavine, or we're gonna trade LaMelo, we're gonna trade all these guys who are making 40 to 50 mil." Who the hell is gonna pick these guys up? The only player I would say that could get picked up at that rate is Karl Anthony Towns if the Knicks decide to trade him, because he's probably one of the best stretch centers you can find.
Well, there's also one argument you're leaving out. Karl Anthony Towns actually plays.
Yeah, he plays too.
LaMelo Ball doesn't play. He plays, but then his hamstring problems, whatever have you. Zion plays 20 games is like per season, bro. At this point, LaMelo doesn't play many games. Lavine doesn't play many games. Like, come on, man. Like, what are they gonna pay you to sit on the bench? Paris Fashion Week, wear the freshest endorsement clothes. Well, there's no reason to bring these guys in.
Yeah, it's just LaMelo Ball in a way. It's sad because it would have been nice to see him in the playoffs go up against a guy like Trae Young. That would be dope to see both of them go.
Dude, he's a fun player.
Yeah, because they bring a different flair to the game. But it's like, hey, you know, are you ever gonna make it? Are you ever even gonna have a season where you finish the 8th seed at least? Like, bro, that's a real question.
Are you ever gonna have a season where you play 60 games?
Oh man, this is crazy.
And bro, don't get me wrong. I loved like when he played with Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. That was a fun team. That was a very fun team. But bro, you look at it now, you're like, man, every season's like, oh, LaMelo has flashes early on, he gets injured. Then it's like, all right, bro, who gives a shit? And that's where we're at the Hornets, bro. Hornets are only relevant because of Con Canipos. And now great he is.
Now I'm wondering, is there going to be a market for these kind of players once again because of their salary? Who's really going to eat up that much money and trade for LaMelo Ball, trade for Zach Lavine?
The New Orleans Pelicans, the Dallas Mavericks, the Sacramento Kings. You know those kind of teams, bro.
Man, they're going to have to act like OKC in like 2020, accepting all the veterans that were on those max deals for like draft picks. They're gonna have to work out those type of deals. Oh no,
those
but you know
teams
what?
are so stupid, bro.
But you know what?
Those
My bad. You know what? That's not gonna work anymore because some of these teams that can make the trade, some of these teams that are trying to trade these guys away, depending on where they're at in the luxury tax, they can't make that trade unless it's for the same exact salary to the T, or they might not even be able to do 2-for-1s or 2-for-1s, or just matching salaries with multiple players. They might not even qualify to even do that because of the rules. The rules are different.
Yeah, bro, they're stuck. The rebuild process is gonna be tough for, like, bro, the Hornets. They might get lucky and lowball LaMelo Ball, but man, his future, he's not gonna touch that same money again, bro. He's gonna have to go the Brendan Ingram route.
Yeah, but this is one of the reasons why the players have to opt out of their deal with the owners, because this is such a bad deal with this second apron shit. Because now guys like Brandon Ingram, it's hard to pay them $40 million when you know it's impossible to trade him away. Like, it's gonna be impossible to trade Melo away. Zach Lavine especially, no team is gonna bite on that unless he's expiring, or I don't even know if they can even make that even work, even if he's expiring, depending on, because if teams are at the first apron, they can't make that trade. It would have to be a non-tax team.
Well, who was that? The Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets would have to eat his salary, but even if they did, they might have to give up too much just to make the money match.
Bro,
no. Matter of fact, they would have to give up 2 or 3 players. I don't know. I don't know if it's even worth it to take it, because LaMelo Ball, it's gonna come with politics. You have to start him, then he's gonna fuck up the chemistry. It's not the same league anymore. Like, those days of trading away the guy that used to make max money, those days are over. Like, teams are not eating that no more.
Bro, teams are gonna lowball, and like I said, bro, it's, God bless. Like, make your money, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if you get a couple billionaires to sucker in a contract, bro. But at the end of the day, at least play for whoever attends those games, bro. At least give someone minimum effort. They're not here. They spent 2-3 hours in a working day, bro. They could probably spend that money somewhere else. or pay off some other bullshit bills, bro. At least put on a decent game where, you know, they can go home, be happy, whatever.
Yep.